Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So today is gonna talk about Dust2 and we're gonna talk about long control because I got a question from Hybera CS where he's saying, "Hi Rejin, can you post something along the lines with how to do an execute on Dust2 without having long control? For example, how to take cat and how to do execute on the A side only by throwing the avant-garde smoke, some type of variation. I always feel like on my T side, my team can't get long control and we all die rushing B." So what I found interesting here is that they can't get long control, which is where I think the problem is for this guy here. We need to figure out a way how to take long control. So for me, I think we're gonna dive into it and talk about how we're gonna approach it taking long control. There's two ways of taking long control. There's a fast version and there's a slow version. So if you want to take the fast version of long control, the spawn is essential for this as a T side. Here I'm gonna look at Astralis, how they're doing it, just so you can get an idea on how it looks like. So we have the first guy here, who is Magisk, who have good spawn. So if you have this spawn, you can basically call to take long fast. Once you have this spawn, you of course have to be aware what flashes are we going to use, what smokes, etc, etc. So I'm just going to show you how Astralis is doing it, and then I'm going to come with my idea on how they might be able to improve it just a tiny bit. Because they're doing it really, really well. And they're hard to hold off here. So Meg is going to run out here. He's going to do a flash on top of the wall here and jump out back turned and then have to fight right away. Here he would kill the guy like 99% of the times. I think it's very unlucky. Twist is like 1 HP after he loses duel here. The second guy is Device. He's going to run over fast and do an instant flash for him here, just like to help him to get out and also to disrupt the CTs. And he does a second flash. Then he has the AWP here and he just hold behind the Molotov. So already here there's a discrepancy because you have to be aware, like let's say it was not Device with an AWP here, you might want to go out with Magisk. So that means he has to smoke off the Molotov already in running while running out directly. But that depends on what weapons you have, what spawns, etc, etc. Here you have Device with the AWP. He's doing the right thing here, holding behind the Molotov. And I mean, he should have killed Elise here. He leg shots him, and like 80 and 2 HP is just lucky that Liquid has 2 alive here, as we see right now. The third guy is gonna be Sepnix here. What he's gonna do is do the corner smoke. I'm gonna show the lineup after, and then he's gonna flash over and assisting here with 2 flashes here, one over here and one over here. This is where I think Sepnix could have done it a little bit better. I'm not gonna go into that in a second. I'm just gonna go with the rest of the spawns here. Dupree is gonna go towards B, lurking there right away. Glaive is gonna go out here, shoot in the middle a bit, get a little lucky by killing Stewie here. That's how it is. And then he's gonna do a flash over to assist also. And then we are basically out long. So I'm just gonna jump into CS here to show you my idea, like how they could have done it better. I think Astralis is one of the best teams in the world to take it fast. Magisk is such a pain to deal with when he comes out here. After he did the flash here, he's gonna jump out, get the peek off like he was trying in the video here before. And like I said before with the Sipnix, I think Device is doing the right thing. Going over to 1 flash and then 1 flash more. One thing you could argue, if he had an AK, he probably should not stop up here to do the flash. Just do like running flashes and then do a pre-smoke like that in case the Molotov can jump out with the Magisk like this. But now he had an AWP, so that's why he did it like the way they did it there. Sipnix helped, he did the corner smoke. He did a flash here and then a flash over here. So I think they could optimize this a tiny bit by just adding, instead of the second flash, 1 flash going here, the second flash going over this wall here. Because that actually helps Magisk a lot when he's out. Because he will not get blind from this flash. Like, it's impossible to blind Magisk with the flash. It's gonna land behind him, above him, so it's really hard. But what it is gonna do is that when Magisk is out, the flash coming here, this guy Pit would be full blind. Like, he's gonna be blind from this flash. He's probably also gonna get blind if you're flashing over here. If the timing is just a little bit wrong, you're gonna flash Magisk though, and that's the problem. So you want to make sure the timing is good once you do this. Make sure you dry run it a lot of times. Make sure everyone knows what to do if they're the first spawn, second spawn, or whatever. So that's something you need to take into account here. Always look on how the opponent is playing, because there's a lot of ways the CTs could handle it. And Big, I think it was a long time ago, they did actually something like this, where they did a smoke on long corner. I think it was like that, something like that. Failed a little bit, has to go deeper. But regardless, cities can do whatever they want, and you have to be aware of this. So if they, I'm just gonna do the right smoke so you can see how it looks. Always when you're recording, you have to fail native, of course. Something like that, and it should go deep. And it gives the cities a new angle kind of, so they don't have to be scared from behind here, and they can run directly to pit, dodge, wait for flashes from teammates, etc., and then go up and kill here. So always make sure you know how the cities are taking long, and try and find a gap on it and abuse it. I almost forgot to show you the fast corner smoke on long. So basically you go in here to watch this second step here, what do you want to call it, in here, and you aim on the left side of this pillar, approximately around this area. Go in and find it, tune it a little bit so it's there 100% of the times. Actually, when the siblings were throwing it, it was failing a little bit and landing in here. Good job, Anna. But then you don't want that at all. Like, you want it to land here and not in here. So you cut off mostly of the vision, so they have to go deeper, you know. So that was just a long smoke for you guys, so you know it already. So next thing we're gonna focus on here is taking long control slowly. We're gonna do this out of a default, meaning that we have one guy holding outside long, either inside here or outside here, doesn't really matter. One guy is down mid here, and from lower tunnels, etc. We might have taken short control. It depends on how your default looks like and etc. So what we're gonna take here is, I want to show you the lineups first from the smokes. So basically what you want to do is we're gonna smoke long here. So we're gonna do the first smoke we're gonna do is this one here. We have a guy standing behind car, maybe holding long like this. The smoke is gonna go behind the corner of this plant thing, and just aim between these two leaves here. Stand up, throw it. It's gonna be on the right side of long here, so we can take the long control. The second one you're gonna do is the guy standing here. Go to faster. You're gonna go in the corner here and aim on top of this pillar here, whatever it is. Jump through it. Now this position is a bit risky because of the middle here. So you always want to make sure that you do like the smoke here in the corner, either like that or on top of box here, so they don't have just a freebie on you. This one is preferable because they cannot see you in any way here. So now you have the smoke line here long, and then we're gonna figure out like what we need as a flashbangs and what we need more. So we need to recognize, since we took it late, that cities can be over here. Now a good model for that is using this one here. So you basically go in the corner here, you see this black dot up here. Oh, now I forgot what it was. Yeah, this one in the middle here, the black dot in the middle, aim a bit to the right of it and then jump through it. I said jump through it. Because this can bounce up and bounce on this one here, meaning that it's gonna burn down, and this you can hear if he's playing here, so he has to pull backwards. Also you're gonna get the info if he's there or not. So basically right now we know he's not gonna play around here, so we can only be blue here, and also in the pit of course, and over here, plateau, whatever. So this is the area we need to focus on from basically this area here. We want flashbangs also, so the flashbangs we're gonna use is one guy here. He's just gonna do an instant flash through the walls here, something like that. Again, go in and play with it, doesn't matter, just make sure his flash is good, so in case he's playing close, you would actually preferably land around here, so in case he stands like this, he's gonna get full blind. The other flash we're gonna do is from over here, something around this, sneak, jump through it. You can aim it a bit lower, just to make sure that it's gonna get there, but it's gonna flash almost everything on long. It's a really, really powerful flash. Yeah, so that should be like how it is. Now I'm gonna just show you how it looks with the smoke line. Oh, that's wrong. So 18. Duck and 19. So just to see how it looks like with the smokes. So you have a smoke here and a smoke here. So basically we can get down to pit, and then we have long control. So once you got long control, regardless if it's slow or if it's long, we need to figure out a way how to get up on the A side here. So you always want to use two smokes here for the crossover, like this one here and here. So I'm just going to show the two lineups for it, where you can do it safe and not be in any danger. So one is from here, you go in the corner, you can see the shadow here on the ground. Aim on the right side of it, take a little step, just get used to it, and jump through it. It's going to land close here and smoke this part off. The other smoke, you're going to go from here in the corner here, and then you're going to aim on the bottom of this corner here and jump through it also. So now we're going to you should have a gap, if nothing is wrong here of course, that we can cross over. Now we have to be aware that the cities are most likely gonna do a flash peek through the smoke and one guy running through. So what we always want to do is have at least 2 guys dodging while going up. They can either go fast or slow, doesn't matter, but 2 guys need to dodge because in case they go through, you have to be ready for it. 1 guy holding, 2 guys behind. I preferably like 3 guys around this area here going up. Make sure you use a space so you don't line up, but like also make sure that you don't go too wide, because then there is a possibility that if they go on top of this one, not blind for some reason, they're gonna kill you. So go around this shadow here and go up. 2 guys dodge, 1 guy's peeking here and running over. Once you're around this area here, you would like flashbangs to come in. Now, preferably you like 4 guys minimum towards long when you do this. You could even be 5, it's also fine. Just make sure you already talk over who's doing what. Now, the guy pit here, he could do something like this, like you do the flashbangs, the smoke. We should already have flashed through, so we know they're not there. And you can just flash them easily by something like this. And then you go out and the flash smoke is there, you're going up like this. Now this guy here, he can do a few things here. He should flash for them once they are about to cross. And flashes like this is really good. Like, the CTs are gonna look direct, of course longer. Now, Alan, put it together. Something like that. The CTs are gonna look right this way. And the CTs are gonna have the back turns, so it's really good flashes for them when they come up. You can see like this, it's gonna come up, boom. And if the CTs were looking, they should be full blind. You can also add Molotovs if you want. Someone is doing it in run, like one of the guys here maybe doing a Molotov around this area, on the side of course. I have one lineup, but I'm not sure like if you can actually really use it. It's really hard to implement, but if you want, in the corner here, right side of this one here, jump throw it. It should burn directly behind the side, where its annoying position can be. Also, I forgot to mention actually that you would like to make sure that the car is clear. Of course, you could expend a Molotov here for that, in the corner there. If he's hiding behind the car, you can do a boost to watch over, or you can also just go here. Again, make sure there's no up here shooting you, and you can actually do a jump here, and you can see if he's crouching behind it. Like, he cannot sit behind that car, and you'll be able to see him in always some areas. Unless there's something I don't know about. But at least you're able to do that. Yeah. So once you get up here, it's down to the mid-round control, or like the mid-round itself, like what's happening, etc. Always be ready to support each other with flashbangs. Like I said before, powerful flashes behind the T's in this area here, so where the cities are looking. Like I would say behind this and around this area, really good flashbangs in the air, because the T's are gonna look behind it and the city's gonna look right at them. Last thing, always guys, be creative. This is just one way of doing it. Come up with something new. I love it, because this is just a default version of it, and cities know how to react on it. So what could be cooler to maybe figure out another way to doing this? How about some deeper smokes? Can that be helpful in some regards? Maybe that's gonna change how you're gonna approach the site. Maybe you're gonna do deeper smoke running this way here. I mean, there's endless possibilities. It's just about daring and trying it out in practice. Really just try everything out, even when it sounds absurd or whatever. Just try it out, because you have nothing to lose from it. That being said, subscribe, leave a comment below. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and let's do a giveaway also. So, this AK. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll do a winner, one of you guys. Merry Christmas, guys. Magic in my eyes, everlasting.